it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me again today. Today I am going to be showing you some new products that are coming very soon, and also the gift that I have made for the lovely shoppers who shopped with me in December. So coming on the 4th of February to run alongside Sale-a-bration, there are some coordination products, and it's going to run from the 4th of February to the 31st of March, all while stocks last. And there are 5 sets of dies and 1 set of paper. And I'm going to concentrate on the paper today. I will be coming back with more information on the other coordination products later on. But for the moment, I'm going to concentrate on this, which is paper called Pleased as Punch, and this is it. And the reason it is called Pleased as Punch even, is because it goes with 4 different punch sets. So we've got the tulips. Oh, I must show you the back as well, mustn't I? Hang on. So on the back we've got a sort of grunged diagonal in garden green. Then the back of this next one is lovely stripes, again sort of crackle paint, and this is actually the one that I'm using today, and that goes with the sale-a-bration stamp punch. So if you got the sale-a-bration punch, then you can use this. This goes with the heart bundle, and it's this gorgeous gingham, and this paper goes, it's ombre, or rainbow, or something like that. So they're not all the same colours. And as I say, we've got this lovely gingham on the back. Then we've got raindrops with the umbrella punch, and it's both the open umbrella and the closed umbrella and the stick. So really lovely paper. It's the usual £8.75. And this is what I'm sending my customers who shop with me in December, and it's a little box that, if it would like to open, has got a pen inside, so just a little something, but a little box with a pen, and it just closes up nicely. And this uses that bloom punch, which is going to be in the new annual catalogue when that comes out in June. So if you get it now for free, wouldn't that be lovely? So let me show you what how I've made those. Let me just start with the pens. They're called Funky Ballpoint Pens, apparently. They're from Zebra. I got them at my local supermarket. I've got quite a lot to make, so I have to say I was quite pleased when I managed to work out how to get it out of 3 out of 1 sheet of cardstock. And that is whether you're in North America or in the rest of the world where you use International A4. So this is enough to make 3. It measures 8 inches by 9, and ultimately it's going to be 8 by 3. So I'm just bringing in some paper to protect my fairly new piece of beautiful grid paper. And then I've got my this is Daffodil Delight card, Daffodil Delight punch. And I've just realised I haven't cleaned my stamps. I'm using the stamp set that matches the blossom punch, and it's Thoughtful Blooms, and this again is a Sale-a-bration item, so you can only get it free. And we do rather like things that are only free. It does mean you do have to order in order to get it, if that makes sense, having to order in order to get it. But yes, so let me show you what I've done. So I'm doing basically tone-on-tone stamping. So I'm just going to ink up this stamp, which I will show you the stamps in a bit more detail momentarily. But I thought I would get this going while I tell you that if you were to get, let's rephrase that, if you want the punch and the matching stamp set, well, let me bring that in while I'm punching. So if you were to want this and the matching punch in sale-a-bration, you would need to spend in one order at least £135, which sounds, you know, slightly scary. But if you then got this paper, I have worked out that if you got each of the bundles that the paper matches with, so the heart bundle, the Valentine bundle, the umbrella bundle and the tulip bundle, plus you purchased the paper, you would be spending £113. So you've got £22 left to spend, and then you would get these three, effectively three items, because this is a level 2, so these 2 items for free. So yes, I just thought I'd do the maths. So you could add a pack of cardstock, some rhinestones and some glue dots, and still have some money left to spend. So I'm just adding some flowers to the ends of these little sprigs. I'm not being too accurate. I'm more concerned about filling the space, and I will be going back and just randomly filling the space once I've finished this with one of the smaller blossom stamps. So yes, you could get all of the items, or most of the items that I'm going to be using, and then get the bundle of punch and stamp for free. So yeah, that would be rather nice, I think. And then you can use all of that lovely paper to punch out things to use on your projects. It's one of the lovely things about sale-a-bration is you can get all this lovely stuff and then get more stuff. And particularly as it comes at the beginning of a catalogue period. I mean, which other company does a promotion just as they've released a new catalogue? It hardly seems sort of right somehow. But Stampin' Up! Do it for us. Okay, so that's that. So if you want to get the paper, or indeed any of the other coordination products, before the 4th of February and guarantee that you can get them because they are only while stocks last, then the way you can do that would be to join my team. And that's whether you are in the UK or France, the Netherlands, Germany or Austria. What's known Germany or Austria? Yeah. Or as I say, the UK. You can join my team and you can put coordination items into your starter kit, because anything that is available for current demonstrators, new demonstrators get as well. So that means you could get your £130 worth of product. You wouldn't get this stamp set and the punch because those are sale-a-bration items, but you could then get those later on at a discount, you know, put an order in at a discount, but you could get all the other items in your starter kit. So that would be rather nice, I think. So yes, I'm just randomly filling in spaces now, pretty much. No one's really going to see the accuracy of your stamping because it's going into a really small item. I just want to make sure I haven't got any really obvious blank places, because blank places will be slightly obvious on a small item. So no, I think we're there. So let me get rid of those and cut this down to 3 inches and show you, or cut 3 inches off, because if I cut this at 6 inches, which is where this is on the trimmer, then this is the right size for my next box. So let me get rid of my scrap and bring in my scoring board and go through the measurements. So these will always be on my website, so don't worry too much, but I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 1 3/4 inch, and 2.5 inches on the short side, And then on the long side, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, 7 inches and 7.5 inches. And that's it. And then I just need to grab my bone folder. So the ones that I've already made are in Blushing Bride and Pool Party, because those are some of the colours that are in the paper. And this obviously is in Daffodil Delight, which is again in the paper, although I'm not convinced that it's in this particular paper in a flower, but Crushed Curry is, and Crushed Curry goes quite nicely with Daffodil Delight, particularly when you do Daffodil Delight tone on tone. Okay, snips. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut away this rectangle here. It's almost a square but not quite, and this rectangle here, because this is going to be my lid and my tuck-in piece. And then I'm just going to cut into the rectangle, so I'm leaving the score line on the squares, and then I'm going to take off those ends because I don't need them, and then just wedge. And wedge. Oop. And then same again over here, so I'm cutting into the rectangle, leaving the score lines attached to the pieces with squares, and then cut those off and wedge. And wedge. And wedge. And just get rid of those bits. And that is rubbish. So that is our finished piece. I quite like rounding the corners of the flap, the tuck-in. So this is the Trio Punch, which has a corner rounder on it, and it fits quite nicely in there, so that's always good. And then I've got a little trick with this. I like a thumb hole. Now, I did use the 1/2 inch circle punch, and then I thought, hang on, I think I've got another punch I can use. So I dug out, let's get a ruler because yes, I am going to be that sad, I dug out my blossom punch again, because if I come in here at 3 inches, which is the middle, and just use the very tip, I get a little divot. So don't even need my 1/2 inch circle punch. So I do like looking at products and just seeing them in a different way. Sticky dots, really quick and easy to put this together because it's got tiny little ends. So I can just stick a sticky dot on each of those very small flaps. So just pop that on there. And that on there. And then while I've got this out, I've already punched some more flowers, and I've got the Calypso Coral and the Crushed Curry, and I'm just going to add sticky dots to the back of those while I've got the sticky dots out. And just take that off, and then I can pop this together. So just give that a bit of a press, and then line the cut edge up to the folded edge, cut edge to folded edge, and again, and that is our little box. And just grab a pen, pop it in, and that is the box finished. Just nudge that in, and then little petals or flowers, blooms, blossoms, that's the word I'm looking for. So 2 Crushed Curry, and the only thing you have to be careful of is that you get your sticky dot actually on your box and not hanging over the edge. And then if they're difficult to get off, just twist them rather than pulling them. And then just give them a bit of shape as you go. And then this one's going to tuck in under there. And sorry about that. For once it wasn't my battery running out. It was the man with my next delivery of lovely bits. So yes, and he needed a signature, so I had to go. So I've stuck on my little blossoms, and I've got my champagne rhinestones. That's the word I'm looking for, because I thought those might work quite nicely in my flowers. So let's just, pretty. So these are from the Parisian suite in the mini catalogue. And there we are, finished. Now, so these were the champagne rhinestones. I've also used the Noble Peacock, which has got pink rhinestones. So I used those on. Actually, it wasn't the pink I used. It was the Gorgeous Grape that I used on there. I used champagne again on the pink, and then on the pool party I used the carryover from the holiday catalogue, the holiday rhinestone pack, because that's got Coastal Cabana. So yeah, I could, I suppose, have used the pumpkin pie. So I've still got more to make. I mean, if you think this is all I've got to make, it's lovely. I'm not complaining. It's lovely that I'm making so many thank you gifts for you. But I have a few more to make, so I might try the pumpkin pie. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for joining me today. Do have a look at at this. I'm going to make sure that the flyer is on my website, so that you can have a look at what's coming. And also I will get it out in my newsletter. Yeah, I will be coming back to show you some more bits and pieces with that very soon. Thanks a lot for watching me. As I say, if you want any products, I would be thrilled if you would purchase from me, and then next month you may be getting something from me. I also always do a handmade gift and a handmade card, and then if you use the host code you also get some free product, so that's always lovely. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, it's the bottom right hand corner, and I'm aiming for 8,000 subscribers hopefully very soon, so any help you can give me would be fantastic. Thanks again. Bye.